Thank you. Okay, so we'll move on to Noeline Marsh. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Thanks
Ready?
for coming in.
Ready to start?
Yes, your time
Okay.
starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm Noeline Marsh. My submission spoke mostly to saving money and a lot about Wilson's parking, with the question, why doesn't the council run the parking in the city, keeping the funds for our city instead of giving it to Wilson's, where the money is taken offshore, leaving us with expensive parking in muddy, potholey lots. But there is more behind this one suggestion of saving money. When the council takes our money in rates, they take our lives, and the council needs to keep in mind that it is our money running the city, and they need to be careful with our money and therefore our lives. For instance, how much of our rates money is being spent on traffic calming measures throughout the city? Tennyson Street calming mats, as one example, laid in a street with designated, separated from the road cycle paths its whole length, surely have no place there. At an enormous cost, these mats create an annoying, noisy, as cars slow and speed up, unnecessary measure. Also, the lips and humps put in at Lincoln Road and Whiteley Ave intersection. As a passenger in the bus that flew through this intersection yesterday, ignoring the lips and having me leave my seat, it's obvious that they don't work, are extremely annoying for drivers and a waste of our money. These measures do not make safer drivers. They cause frustrated, stressed and angry drivers who are struggling to get around the city in a timely manner as more and more of these are put in place. It is our ratepayers' money being wasted on these measures. The money would be better spent on driver courses and education, especially starting at school-level drivers to instill better skills in our upcoming population of drivers. I cycle through the city centre and find this the most dangerous area for cycling, as I'm squeezed into a narrow street inches from the car beside me, leaving me catching my wheel in the gutter as there is no room to move, or riding out in the middle of the traffic, both options feeling very unsafe. Is the narrowing of streets really safe and effective? Could our money be saved for better things in the city, like, yes, the swimming pool, the stadium, the infrastructure of pipes, sewage and rubbish disposal, and big events for community? These are life-enhancing options for our money to be spent on for ratepayers, community and the city as a whole. In saving our money, I implore you to also look carefully at climate change measures, and as the motorcycle ad suggests, look again, look again, look again. At the science, and especially at the science that is refuting climate change. We all read articles which reinforce our view, as that is what makes us feel comfortable and reassured that we are correct in our thinking. But I suggest to the council, who is spending our money, that you look again, and make careful decisions on whether climate change spending is necessary. Yes, please put in measures which protect our environment from harm. But if climate change is the reason to spend our money, then follow the money trail. Who is making millions off the climate change narrative? Are the Chinese paying attention, or are they building a new coal-powered station a week? Are the billionaires giving up their cars and planes and travel? Or are we, the lowly and poor ratepayers, being asked to stump up for the measures that will not make a difference to this world? Every decade we have been told that if we don't do something soon, in 9 years the world will be left flooded and dead. And every decade we are told the same story. It hasn't happened to their predictions yet. The world is currently at 0.04% carbon dioxide. If it falls to 0.02%, life will not exist. We cannot afford to keep reducing it. Plants, our food sources, trees will not survive, and neither will we. Did humans create the Ice Age? Did we warm the planet enough to have dinosaurs roaming the world? Did we kill the dinosaurs? Did humans make continental drift? And are we in charge of sun flares which affect our climate? No, and humans are not the reason for the climate changing now either. Please don't spend our money on unnecessary projects around the climate change narrative. In summary, my submission is about councillors being careful with our money and therefore our lives, and always look again, look again, look again before spending. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Councillor Moore and then Councillor Scandrett if it's time.
Thank you. You mentioned the preference of council-run parking.
Yeah.
I mean, am I right in assuming you'd prefer us to retain ownership of the Hereford Street car park as opposed to selling it off as may have been proposed.
If that's going to make us money, yes.
They could. Pretty good to put the rates up
Thank you,
though.
Tim.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your submission. With regards to the cushions that are put on, like Tennyson Street, they're actually a lot cheaper than digging the road up and making major changes. And it's the only way we've been able to get people to slow down for school kids getting across that road. So it has been a problem there. And the same with Whiteley Ave. But I do agree with you with regards to the bus driver. ECAN, you should contact them and just explain their bus driver. Because I followed a bus the other day on Kashmir Road and it was doing 75 Ks. So, you know, and then when I rang them, it's kind of, oh, well, you know, mate, 75. So I do feel
There's a
your
bit of
pain.
local knowledge for you. Thank you, Tim. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Could I please call Joe Bethel?